Hi everybody, it's now June. You probably knew that, but I'm going to tell you. Storpy officially announces that it's June. I hope you've had a wonderful May, and I hope that you've been enjoying the videos I've been uploading, especially Amnesia in Lucy's Eyes. It's been interesting going back to Amnesia once again, but it's been a fun ride. I finished it just about 2 hours ago, and then watched Game of Thrones and had burgers, so all in all a pretty good evening. But it was scary, and hopefully you'll enjoy the reactions. That's coming out tomorrow. I'm going to be carrying on with Alice, obviously. I've got ideas for what else I want to play. I haven't been able to play very much recently just because my wrists have been fairly bad at times. It's funny, like whenever they get bad, they don't last for 2 weeks being bad. They last only for a few days being bad. So they heal quite quickly, which is nice. And also, I've got quite a lot on at work, and starting up the All Top 5s channel set me back by a few days because that was a lot of work getting it up and running. Now it's up and running. It's not too much effort to maintain at all, so that's not going to impact on Storpy, which is good. I want to say thank you very quickly to some people who have contributed this month and really helped support me. Zedmaster, you have definitely helped support me this month with your donation. You know, people sometimes say, oh, put this towards getting this game, or, you know, put this money towards buying something nice for Sparrow or whatever. Zedmaster has decided to donate me some money and said, this is towards your not so secret butt plug collection. So thank you so much, Zedmaster, for that. I'm going to get a nice purple one. Yeah, not really. Monthly. Kevin Hollinger, as always, has donated. Thank you so much, Kevin Hollinger. It's like a standing order to Storpy, a standing Storpter. That's what it's called. But thank you to both of you very, very much. And of course, thank you to all the people on Patreon. I'm going to be sending you your own thank you message on Patreon. So thank you so much for supporting me on that. That really does help. And I can't tell you how much that's helping me in my life at the moment. Just that little bit of extra money really, really does make things so much better. It helps me. Yeah, it helps me in all, you know, in keeping equipment going and things like that. I had to buy a new tripod recently. And some various other things, actually, just little things, but it really does help, and it helps me live day to day as well, which is just fantastic. I mean, I do have a full-time job, but living in London is expensive, especially when you buy so many butt plugs all the time. So in order to feed that habit, I need to have lots of money. So, you know, just if you win the lottery, just give most of it to me. I'll spend probably 95% of it on butt plugs, and then the rest maybe on, you know, a game or something like that. Thanks. Anyway, so thank you to all the people on Patreon. You're wonderful. I also got gifted a couple of games this month. Killer Twist, as usual. Killer Twist has come up trumps and gifted me Cosmochoria. I don't know how to pronounce that. But that looks really interesting. I'm going to have to find out how that works and how it goes. He also gifted me Controller Companion, which I may have mentioned last month, but it's really awesome. It's this thing that helps me play games with a controller that don't support controller, if that makes sense. I've got a few teething issues with it that I need to sort out, but it looks promising, so thank you. Lol Raichu. I have a feeling I mentioned these because I did my thanking video really late last month, didn't I? I have mentioned these, but never mind. Yeah, and Lol Raichu gifted me Killing Floor 2, which I haven't had a chance to get around to playing yet. Again, as I say, I have been busy, but hopefully this month it's going to be a lot quieter, a nice quiet June. However, this month Afro Joe did gift me Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds, which is this sort of anime beat-em-up, and the DLC for it as well. I had a quick 10 minutes of it a couple of nights ago, just before I went to bed to wind down, and ended up playing for a bit longer than 10 minutes and ended up being quite wound up afterwards because it's so colourful and noisy and hilariously good fun. It's actually great fun, so that's going to be my go-to game for sort of stress relief, I think. Just I want to go and kick the shit out of stuff and get loads of points. That's the one to do. So thank you, Afro Joe, Loraichu, and Killer Twist. You're all wonderful. What's coming up in the world of Storpy? Well, I do urge you all to go over to All Top Fives. That's that channel that I've made recently. It's a way, if you didn't see the announcement, or if you did, I still want to say anyway, it's a way of me not having to worry so much about... Basically, I do Storpy because I think it's fun and I love it and I love the hobby and I love communicating with you guys and talking to you in the comments and seeing your comments and just the back and forth. It's wonderful, and I love, you know, seeing what people think of my playing, and that's fun. I enjoy doing that part. I also really enjoy the business side of YouTube. I think, you know, getting thumbnails done and getting your search optimization right and your tagging and all that sort of thing. I really enjoy that side of it as well, and I don't want to have to do that so much on Storpy, because Storpy, I don't want necessarily... I mean, if it becomes this great big thing, then great. If it stays as it is and stays, you know, nice and fairly compact with all the wonderful people that I currently have, that's probably my preferred option. If it becomes big, great. If it doesn't, then that's awesome as well, because I love every single one of you. You're all fantastic. And I don't want Storpy to become more of a business kind of thing. You know, lots of YouTubers do that. They do it so they're always releasing 2 videos a day, and each one has really sort of slick editing, and it's got loads of work put into it because they do it for a full-time living. I can't do that because I've got a full-time job, and if I did Storpy for a full-time, I wouldn't have any money. So it's something that I want to carry on doing for fun, and that's why I'm doing it. So the reason I'm doing All Top Fives is to sort of scratch that itch that I've got for making something a bit more professional, or maybe not professional, but certainly playing with a different side of YouTube, if that makes sense. And also, I've only done 6 videos on it so far, but it's so interesting. Like, I think of a random topic and I go, right, okay, I'm going to do it on 5 such and such, and then I learn so much about it doing all the research. I mean, it takes hours and hours to do each video, but it's great, and I'm getting faster at it. But it's the research and, you know, writing a bit of a script and stuff that's so much fun. If you don't know what I've got, please feel free to go and have a look and subscribe if you like the videos if you like. I've currently got 3 out. Tomorrow you'll have another one. Currently there's the top 5 most cruel torture methods. That's quite disgusting, but also interesting. Top 5 strangest deep sea creatures. Some of those are really interesting and creepy as well. Top 5 near-death experiences. Now that's one I really learned a lot on, because that, you know, as someone who is kind of, I'm basically an atheist. I don't hate the idea of anything. I just don't really think that there is anything. Don't look down on me for that. I don't look down on anyone for their religion. I honestly, belief is a fantastic thing, and I think that, well, Sparrow's always said that she believes that whatever religion someone has, or whatever belief someone has, is actually true for them. You know, there are an infinite number of different realities and different gods and different heavens and different whatever you want to call them, and I think that's a really nice way of looking at it. So who knows, you know, I'm always open. But anyway, that was deep. Top 5 near-death experiences. So that's people who have come very close to death, or have been clinically dead for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something, and they have this amazing mind-changing, mind-blowing, life-changing experience, usually to do with heaven or the afterlife or things like that. And again, like I say, I don't normally believe in that sort of stuff, but reading all of this, even if I don't believe in it, is just so interesting, and it really does make you think. So definitely give that one a look. Tomorrow I'm releasing top 5 Japanese folklore monsters. Now those are weird and awesome, and I'm going to have to do more of those in the future because there's so many and they're so cool. They're also called yokai, I think, if you don't know what they are. Next week it's going to be top 5 creepy ghost photos, and I've chosen 5 not so much mainstream ones that you may well not have seen, and they are creepy, they're good. And then after that we've got top 5 urban legends. Again, I've tried to find a few sort of slightly different ones to sort of, you know, get a bit more out there. Lots of people do the top 5 kind of same ones over and over again, but I like trying to find slightly different ones and things with a bit of a twist on them. Anyway, I'm talking on and on about this other channel. As you can tell, I'm really excited about it, and I'm loving doing all the statistics and looking at how many people are coming to the channel via searching for different things and going, oh, that's interesting. So they searched for that and they stayed watching the video for this amount of time. I might have to do a behind the scenes of YouTube analytics at some point because it's so fascinating. I'll show you the Storpy one. It's really, really interesting. Anyway, that's quite enough of me yakking on like an arse about that. What have I got coming up? Well, I've got in Storpyland, I've got... What am I going to be playing? I haven't even thought about what I'm going to say in this video. I just started talking. I always do that. Well, I finished Amnesia. I'm going to start doing other sort of small games like I did with the Bad Dream series. I'll try and find other small games like that. I need to get on the Oculus. I'm just too fucking scared to do it because it is so, so terrifying. But I've been playing quite a bit of Elite Dangerous with it. I'm getting used to being in the Rift, so it's less of a shock. But yeah, just be patient with me. It'll happen. I'm going to do DLC for The Evil Within sometime in the next few months. I'm going to do Alien DLC a bit sooner. Stuff like that, you know, just loads of different games. And I'm going to play lots of fun stuff as well. I might do another collaboration with my brother here and there because they're always good fun. I've also started playing Battle Block Theatre, which someone gifted to me a very, very long time ago. I've been playing it with Sparrow because it's a good two-player game, and we sometimes go, we've got about half an hour before we're going to go to bed. Should we play that? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and we play it, and it's hilarious. So, so funny. What else have I got? So in terms of games and stuff, there's going to be all sorts. Just whatever I feel like playing, I'll go, ooh, that looks scary. Let's play that. So just keep subscribed, keep on, you know, checking the sub boxes or whatever you do, and something will be coming out soon, I promise. And I'll carry on with Slender as well. And I'm very soon, probably once I've finished Alice, going to carry on with Skyrim. It's about time I went back. Just finished an episode of Game of Thrones, watching, you know, the TV series. Don't worry, I don't like spoiling stuff, so I'm not going to spoil anything. But I'm really enjoying that as well. Game of Thrones, that's probably what I should have mentioned first rather than like 13 minutes later. Game of Thrones. Okay, so Telltale's Game of Thrones, I'm going to play tomorrow evening. So that'll be Tuesday the 2nd of June. And hopefully you'll have an episode of it on Wednesday to watch, and then I'll release them throughout the week. It's probably 4 or 5 episodes as usual. So yeah, I will definitely be playing that. I've had lots of people asking about that actually. So yeah, loads of games coming up. Check out all top 5s if you like. Check out Patreon if you like. And thank you to everyone who gifted, donated, subscribed, liked, viewed anything, commented. Please carry on doing everything you do. It really is wonderful. And I can't tell you how lucky I feel. Almost every single day, I will just catch myself and go, hang on, I am so lucky to have such a wonderful group of people following me. And, you know, they you know, follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, and they're all lovely. Like all the people I've spoken to anyway, or people who leave comments, they're wonderful. They support me in all these things I do, and I'm just being me. I love having you all doing that. Thank you. Anyway, I don't need to gush. I'll save that for the end of the year, but it is wonderful. Thank you so much all. I can't tell you how appreciated your viewership and your loyalty and support is. It's so, so nice. So thank you so much for that. Like, favourite and subscribe. No, I'm really kidding. Yeah, anyway, before I go and dig myself any further into a massive gaping hole of doom, I will leave you there. I'm going to go and have a whiskey, and don't know what else I'm going to do, but I'm going to go and have a whiskey. I've got about 8 different whiskies now because I keep buying them like an arse and not drinking them. So I'm going to go and drink one. Not a whole bottle, a small glass. That sounds good. Anyway, I'll leave you with Grilled Cheese has done a new outro for me. I didn't even ask him to. He just sent me a message on Facebook a few days ago going, yeah, so I've been playing around with the Storpy outro, you know, the Storpy outro. He's been playing around with it, and he's come up with a really, really filthy dubstep kind of outro. So I'm going to use that alternating with the other one for future videos. So yeah, I'll leave you with that. See what you think. Thanks once again. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye. Let's drop this. That was so lame. Bye. Let's drop this a sec. How do I drop it? That's that button. Slash.